Hey up there, welcome back to the channel. This time it's the BBC's turn. Now, I can't remember the last time I fired this up, probably about as long as a Spectrum, so we'll get it down and we'll see if it'll work. Okay, we're all set up. I've not tried this before, so I don't know if it's working or not. Now when we're at school, these were in every school in the UK. And right, I'll just get on with it. I'll just switch it on. Now that sounds very promising because that's a distinctive sound the BBC makes. So I'll have a go at tuning the telly in and I'll be back to you. I don't seem to have a bit more success with the Spectrum, so I'll just try typing something. Click brown fox jumps over lazy dog. So it looks like most of the keys seem to be working. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, looks like the keyboard's working, so that's a good do. Unfortunately, I've no software I can run on this. But I just wonder if I could get a better picture on the composite video. Anyway, at least it works. It's a terrible picture through the RF, but I had to use the lead off the Spectrum because the one with the Beeb was a bit ropey. But I might just try a new lead, see if that makes any difference. I know it's not the best way you're converting composite video and converting it back in the telly, but that's how they did it back in the day. Monitors were quite expensive because this has a 2-monitor connections. But I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you a tour of the machine once I've switched it off. But it looks like it's working. And this is my second. This is actually my second Beeb because I did have one before and it came with a floppy disk drive, but for some reason I got rid of it. Anyway, I managed to get, I can't remember where I got this one, but it works. So I'll just switch it off and I'll just show you around the machine. Oh, there's one thing I forgot to mention. Yeah, I've just been writing a little basic program on it. And I'll just show you, just press the brake key. Now, with the floppy disk drives on the BBC, the firmware is installed on the board. And it'd come up here. So I can tell from here that it doesn't have any floppy disk drive firmware installed on the board. So if I were to connect a floppy disk drive to this, it wouldn't work because it needs the chips putting into the board that actually control the drive. Now on other machines like the Commodores, that's built into the drive, so you can just plug it in and it starts working straight away. But I could tell straight away because it usually say something like Acorn DFS or whatever. I could probably show it you better on an emulator. Anyway, get this thing switched off and I'll take you on the tour around the machine. Right, I'll start at the back of the BBC. You have your output for your analog television. That's your composite video, which you can use with a modern telly. It looks like it's a BNC connector rather than the RCA that the TV output has, and that was a monochrome output. And then you've got RGB, which is a more popular choice for the monitors. RS423 interface. Not sure what that is. I'd have to look that up. And your cassette, which is a 7-pin DIN plug. And that's how you hooked up a cassette, because most stuff were either on cassette or floppy disk. And we've got an analog input as well. I think there was like analog joystick. And some machines, which was an option, is the EcoNet, which was like their proprietary network. You know, modern networks is I forgot the Ethernet. and then the power supply is actually built into the case. So you just got your mains wire, and then you got your transformer in which will convert it to all the voltages that the board needs with an on-off switch on the back, so pretty much self-contained. Right, and I'll show you the interface, the other connections that are underneath the machine. So just give me a sec, I'll turn it over. Okay, we've got various connections here. We've got the connector for the floppy disk drive. There's an auxiliary power output. It's probably to power other devices that needed power, such as your second processor. A printer port, user port, I'm not sure, 1 MHz bus, and something called the tube. I think that was where you plugged your second processor, and you could get a second 6502, or you could get a Z80 for running CPM. I don't know all the ins and outs of this, so you're probably best looking it up. So that's basically the tour of the machine. Well, that's it for this time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Quick tour of my BBC. At least I know it works, even though I can't use it. No disk drives or cassettes or any software, but it's working, and that's the most important thing. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.